also like that. 200 megawatt is the capacity. Again, I am repeating, 200 megawatt is the capacity, but the capability of today's line is not more than 700 megawatt. Repeat. And I am responsible for this statement. The capability is 700 megawatt. What it talks about the capacity. Capacity has nothing to do with what load Goa can draw. Please understand, all the intellectual people sitting here, capability and capacity is different. Capacity may be 10,000, that doesn't mean we can draw 10,000. Capability is seeing the stability of the grid, the generation what is happening, the load what is there, the lines what is there. If the line, one of the line trip, the other line should be able to sustain the entire load without tripping. Looking at the generation should not get affected, blackout should not happen. That is why the capability comes down. Capability is a combination of three things. Is the thermal limit of the line. Thermal limit of the line is the capacity. Then the stability limit. Stability looking at the grid, whole country grid. If something happens to Goa, other state, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Chhattisgarh, Jammu Kashmir, whatever it may be, Tamil Nadu should not get affected. It is a stability. And the third thing is the voltage limit. The minimum of all these three decides the capability. Therefore, I want to tell Mr. Cloud Alvarez, because he is also a person who is intellectual, who is environmentalist, and he should help Goa government, department, when we bring out the projects. Because this capability is much lower. We cannot go beyond capability. Today, I cannot draw more than 700 megawatt. Again, I cannot draw more than 700 megawatt, which is our peak. If one of the line goes off, we are asked to reduce 380 megawatt of power. 380 megawatt. People sitting here are not aware, because immediately we cut down the industry power. Therefore, the line is required. Whatever document he has given is the correct document. It shows the capacity, and nothing we have to do with capacity. He said white paper was given by the last minister, where six EHV stations, there are 7 EHV stations. Amona substation underutilized. Yes, he must have said Amona substation is underutilized. His meaning as a minister is comparison to other stations, that is underutilized. Underutilized, none of our assets is underutilized, I would say, because when the infrastructure is planned, it is planned for N-1 contingency. That is why today we are not been able to supply power, because our assets are 80 to 90%. As a minister, is a English, it is underutilized. As a technical person, chief electrical engineer, even if it is 50%, 60%, I have to plan the infrastructure, because today Amona, he had made a statement 2 years back. Today Amona station is more than 80%. In 2 years. Any electrical infrastructure is planned for years, for 25 years, 30 years, 50 years. So when you start it, it will definitely be underutilized. That doesn't mean that we are spending unnecessary, no. We are actually far, I would say lacking in terms of infrastructure. So we are not spent any money unnecessary. No sign of improvement. Confidently coming and saying no sign of improvement, I don't. When you talk like this, there is opposition. I want to be faithful to my job, to my duty. There are improvements. No improvement at all, I will not agree. I told Cloud Alvarez to please come to me. We will have a talk. He never came. And here he says there are no ombudsmen, there are no people to talk. He is an intellectual person. That's why I told him I would love to talk to you. I would love to put my opinion, my suggestion, my difficulties, my challenges, so that you understand. So sometimes avoiding is the best. Understanding, listening is you have to accept. So if some people, I'm not saying he, but I'm talking because I'm also consumer first, and then I'm a chief electrical engineer. Because I also want certain improvements to happen in Goa. Independent power producer, I congratulate Cloud Alvarez. Yes, he has put a independent solar plants, very good. And that is what I am trying to tell, that everybody has to put solar stations, solar panels in individual houses. 45 units Airbnb, I will call him. I want to tell my person to make a note, we have to call him, which is that 45 units, we will go tomorrow itself, not tomorrow, tomorrow we have a hearing, maybe day after tomorrow we will check. I will tell you confidently, I am also interested to say complaints, 95% of the complaints we get fake, and lot of time is spent on that. If some genuine complaints are there, please come. When I ask them, why should I there? Why should I give my name? I am not saying you give your name. As a consumer, you are placed every nook and corner. You can always give. As a good Samaritan, you can always point out what is happening illegally, what is happening wrong. But 95% of the complaints are wrong. Recently, just a week back, one of my friends gave me a complaint that all are running on domestic. I immediately sent. The entire line he said is on domestic. The entire line was on commercial. Sometimes we fail because we do not go and check their meter, their bill. Today somebody made an allegation, Honorable Commission, this, where is the meter? I fail to understand this premises have a HT connection. You will not see a meter here. So when there is no information, it is very easy to come and say, now those people are not here. I will show the meter of this premises. This is a government premise. There is a HT connection. I have a bill. So whoever has made this allegation, please see the bill today itself. We will show you the meter also. The bill is also here. So making allegations on the government, and the government employees also never try to defend with the fear. I will say, I fear God. If I have with me proof, I will speak. I will not simply speak. But I would love if these people were sitting and they would have listened to me. Kalangut, yes, the gentleman said, Kalangut, lot of voltage problems are there. I agree. Therefore, that substation was put. After there also not that much improvements. Therefore, that Salinga substation is coming. I will be very much happy if all Kalangut people allow us to get this line immediately. I will get this line within 15 months, provided people do not oppose. All the approvals are come of the equipments, drawing approvals are orders are placed. If this substation comes, 60% of the Goa's problem will get solved. I would love if the same gentleman helps us whenever such meetings happen. Till today, no oppositions are come. That is also a good thing about the Kalangut people. So once this substation comes, the entire north, at least 70-80%, in Goa 60% power improvement will happen. Yeah, the existing substation is also getting upgraded, sir, and a new substation is coming, a bigger substation of Goa. So he said, now we are going to put a transformer in front of your house. I will say right now, improvement will be there, but not what you desire. First only I am telling, because the solution is the bigger substation at Salinga. Then Mr. President of Congress Party, he also left, Mr. Amit Patkar. He said 84.9 crores gap. It is everybody. I am saying it is not 84.9 crores. It is 614 point something. 614 only you take is the gap. Out of that, 415 crores will be made through budgetary support by government of. 84 crores we are recovering through tariff hike at a rate of 3.48%. No tools, no equipments provided to employees. Again, it's just a statement said. Every tool PP is given to every line staff, line helper, assistant lineman. Now, whose responsibility? They say, whose responsibility? I would say, responsibility of the person who climbs till the responsibility of the chief engineer. But major responsibility lies the person. He said the JEE is not there. There are some 3,600 line staff. The breakdowns are happening across Goa. JE and AE cannot be present for small breakdowns. For major works, yes, JE should be there. So it is not possible that if there are sometimes in the monsoon there are 200, 300 companies at one time, because Goa has 60 to 70% forest cover. We have big trees, even cutting one tree becomes a big problem. Forest authority doesn't allow. More than forest officials, the NGOs do not allow. So sometimes the breakdowns are there, lightning happens, forest cover is there because of the storm, because of wind, big trees collapse and there are breakdown. So JE cannot be present, AE cannot be present. But the line staff should isolate it, wear the gloves, wear the helmet and the discharge rod, which is very important. My line staff sometimes fail to use this. Therefore, the accidents are happening. That doesn't mean that JE, AE, and myself are not responsible. We are responsible. We are trying to create awareness. In spite of that, some people for shortcuts, people do not fear their life because overconfidence they feel and accidents happen. Accidents happen majorly because of the overconfidence that I know everything and nothing will happen. 16 lakhs, he said some pending dues are there of department officer. I will also check, I will ask him also who is that officer if he has the data. Because I don't have any data, such kind of data. He said, I said Goa is a small state and because of coal we are increasing. I never said. Maybe my English is poor. I said in Goa we are using 85% of the power which is generated on coal and the coal is burnt in Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana and another state, 5 states are there. I said this so that we should know that somebody else is polluted and we are getting power. So sometimes we have to thank God. So in that line I have told, I have never said we are not using coal and because coal is not there, price are increasing. I never said like that. In fact, I said other way around. Because of the coal, we are having a low price. So maybe my English was not proper. I never said this also. There is no green power in Goa. I said we all, including me, should go for solar and increase. How the solar will come? When everybody goes for a rooftop. Goa is a small state, 3,700 square kilometers. Land is like gold in Goa. The prices are very, very high. Therefore, in Goa, prices are not feasible. They are coming more than our price. That's why people are not going. Their payback is around 6 to 7 years. Therefore, this scheme we have increased, and with increase in prices, the payback will come less than 4 years. So we all have to work together to get more solar. I never said we are not putting a small solar, that's why it's not possible. I never said like that. Target is achievable if only everybody put, including me, my people, yourself. Yes, cut down the losses to improve the revenue. If we have cut down the losses, we need to improve. I am not saying we are good. Department is good, we are not saying we are, but we are on the improving track and we will continue to improve. We require support. But just saying that, department is not doing anything is also a little bad. Please, I ask encouragement, motivation. Even in a house, if we tell our children that you are bad, it will never improve. That doesn't mean that we should improve. But your motivation, your encouragement, try to come out with specific problems. You say you are useless, you don't do anything, I think it hurts. There are so much infrastructure not doing is a problem. Infrastructure, so much crores are spending is also a problem. But if you say like this, when you dig, somebody has said, see the safety. Yes, I will take it positively. But just spending 1,000 crore, why you are spending 1,000 crore? When you are not spending, why you are not spending? See, it has become contradictory. Please understand my position, my department position. We want to improve. We want to help because we are also worried about the future generation. We are worried about the power sector, which is an important sector. He mentioned street light was not growing and with a voice he said the accident happened because of the street light. It was brought to my notice. I checked. Somebody informed. It is not possible. 3 lights were not working. Goa is such a big. The moment on 31st December, if everybody's lights are on, when the lights will go off? When somebody is 8 o'clock sitting at home, there is a complaint center. Nobody has complained on the complaint center. 1912 is a complaint center. Nobody. Some of the media people say on the media, yes, there is some system where we try to see media, but that doesn't mean all the papers, all the different channels we will see at that day only. So when the moment the JA came to know there was a fault, in the next day the fault was rectified, which media claims after 2 days. There may be different reasons also, I don't want to comment on it. But as he also mentioned the result, but with a loud voice he said, electricity department is responsible, maybe. But prima facie, as he said, electricity department is responsible. Prima facie, I am saying the moment the call came to us, we have gone and repaired the cable. It is not possible in seconds to find the cable fault. Cable fault takes some time, repair also takes some time. HT connection I already mentioned, this premises is having proper connection. Animals, employees death. I have covered animals, I am saying. We are fortunate that God has given us 2 legs. Animals have 4 legs. During lightnings or any fault, if intellectual people are there, engineers are there, they will understand. When the fault happens on the line, the current passes to the ground. And animals die during that time. When the current was passing to the ground, if I also stand, I also will die. This is one of the reasons. Being 4 legs, there is a path. That is why we say during lightning, both the legs should be together. There are step voltages, because of which current will definitely go to the ground. But when the line goes, animals do not understand, they walk. When they walk, they get a shock. This shock may be also by touching the wire also. That is our responsibility. The wire was, snapped. But otherwise also animals, there is a probability of dying during lightning when the current goes to the ground. These are technical things, because certain things for a layman it is difficult. As doctors, we say we go to the best doctors because he has to cure me. Same thing, engineering also like that. There are different, experts for different subjects. Sanjay Amolkar said GCCI, on a solution. I never said solution. I said I failed to understand the inefficiencies on power purchase. If you can explain me, come and sit with me, but better, ways are there to. That is what I asked the help. Losses, definitely I know, by reducing the losses, 1% losses will reduce 20 crores. So that information I have also got. Pilferage, he also said, Baron Ladies, I appreciate. Cable TVs, yes, we charge. We have given 2 contracts for South Goa and North Goa because it was becoming difficult, because overnight, in the night only, people used to come and slung the wires. So that system is in place. We will try to improve on it. Mr. Roland Martin, he is always present during this thing. His suggestions are also welcome. He has spoken a lot. Few things I will post knockdown. We are working on it. He also aware. Increase of load. Yes, I am very happy. 2-3 people say increase of load. But when we go to increase of load, people do not allow. People do not come and we disconnect. Then we say, they keep saying a lot of things to us. I don't want to go into that, but it's not that easy. We are doing it. I will ask your help also through maybe campaign, because if I do the campaign, nobody will come. But in association with NGO, in association with people like you, yes, then campaign might show some results. So I would assure you that we are ready, we'll spend it, but you should be the front runner. Power theft, that we will take care is happening. Gmail account we created because it is easy. Our account NIC takes sometimes 12 to 20 hours also. Sometimes the mails doesn't come. Gmail becomes very easy. That's why we had given that Gmail. See, you said Airbnb. We tried a lot. We have written to tourism department and we have got the cases. But the cases are not big. Because it is unregistered, it becomes easy to know. Because every person, when he takes the connection, we don't come to know whether he is going to stay there or he is going to give it on rent or whatever, for So it become very difficult, though we will try to see it, and first we are going to call Cloud Alabaris. Those 45 cases we will see. 45 is also a big number. Drive for recovery. Yes, he mentioned TV with LED lights. Roland mentioned a very good point. Today, if I don't replace the meter, in the last hearing, people said, who is responsible? Why you are not replacing the meter? I am replacing the meter, bills are coming more. Who is responsible? I am responsible when the bill was coming also low. I am responsible when the bill is also coming high. All this year, the gentleman has used this government supply and he has got very, very low charge. Today, after 20 years or 30 years or 40 years, when he enjoyed and I replaced the meter now, which I am responsible for not replacing for so many years. He has enjoyed, but now it is my mistake that I replaced. Replacing meter has given him a high charge. In other words, 40 years he has got wrong billing. See, it is how you put it up. Two gentlemen said, you are responsible, you have replaced the meter from mechanical. Those old meters are very good. Old meters are electromechanical, where people could put a magnet and try to control it. Today, if you put on the TVs, our children have become very sluggish. They do not put the full switch on. Still your units are increasing. Roland Martin has said, today people have AC, fans, TV, all kinds of gadgets, all kinds of appliances. Therefore, the bills are increasing from 100 rupees to 500, 400 rupees per month, multiplied by 12 months, multiplied by 30 years. How much he has enjoyed. Unfortunately, he has left, but I just want to give information to you. Replacing meter, helping other 15 lakhs of Goans is also a problem. Website has not changed. I do agree. We should make it better website where a lot of information comes and people can get easy information. License contractor list, we will try to put it. Hoardings, we will check that according to me there are no theft going there. Consumer awareness, yes, very good. I love to do awareness, but whenever we try to do this type of awareness, there is not much response. Again, with NGO, with good people coming together, I will spend as a lecture department. You are also there. It should be shown as somebody else is putting effort. The moment it is our awareness, nobody comes. Panchayat, municipality getting involved, yes, we will definitely look on that. Nikhil Narvekar, advocate, has mentioned outstanding areas. You must have taken the RTI. When today you give RTI, you will get certain areas. There are 15 days. After 15 days, we get notice. In any month, there will be areas. That doesn't mean that the areas are continued. We disconnect. If any such person is there, you put an RTI any time of any year, you will get ideas. Because there are certain days by which your point is valid. Areas are there. But those same areas have recovered. Yes, it is recovered. And now we do not allow anybody. Yes, we used to do before, we used to give installment, we used to do a lot of things. Today also we give installments by seeing the case. And only once. If the person is a defaulter, second time also we do not. One-time scheme for the rich. I don't think that is for the rich, wrong statement. It is for everybody. Because there are genuine people coming to us, poor people coming to us. I was not aware about the scheme, please help. The way they cry sometimes. The scheme was given for considering everybody. It was not rich or poor. There were certain people who bought their plots, plot the premises, and as per the law, he is supposed to pay the entire areas if he has to get a new connection. Now what is his mistake that somebody else areas where he was not aware? For such kind of people was the scheme. For poor people was the scheme. Rich. We don't see poor or rich. We don't see black or white. We don't see what religion, what caste they come from. We try to see equality is given and everybody we try to take. ST deposit, we try to increase the deposit. If we try to increase the deposit, there is a lot of opposition from the people. Good that two people said, why don't you increase the security? Yes, you all have spoken on our side. We will increase the security deposit. You all have made my job easy. RRC cases, those are the old RRC cases. We are trying to increase the security deposit. We are trying to put off or disconnect the people who do not pay their bills on time. 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs are waived off like that. Nikhil said, Mr. Nikhil, even the Honorable CM cannot waive off anybody's money. If any such case is there, please come to me. Nobody has power to waive off anybody's money, not even 1 rupee. But there are certain conditions. If the meter was faulty and it is proven that the meter was faulty, we have to pay back the money. Maybe if the meter was fast, though the cases are very, very less, in that case we have to waive off. There are specific conditions. Just like that, with authority, with power, even the Honorable CM cannot waive off anybody's money. Uniform ID card, yes, I do agree. There any person who goes for the meter reading, he should have a uniform and he should have a card. I will see. CE should take note. Yes, I have taken each and every note. I have a diary, I write and I will try to resolve everything. Meter is just sitting in offices, getting travelling allowance, washing allowance. I don't think any such case is there. I will recheck. In fact, we are in heavy. We do not have sufficient meter readers. I will recheck, but there is no allowances given just like that. Maybe your point is valid. You are trying to, bring to our notice where we can improve on. Samir Narvika, journalist, power teachers are more correct. I agree. New substation has not failed. New substation couldn't solve the 100% problems. I agree. But the Saligaon substation, along with Kalangut substation, it will definitely solve all the problems. Forward planning not there, Samir said. I don't know what if the forward planning was there. Today we are planning for the next 20 to 30 years. Because I know in Goa there is a lot of opposition. Sometimes a project can take 10 years also. So even if the load will increase after 10-15 years, I will put in infrastructure right now. And that is how we are planning right now. Mr. Anil, light blinking, old meter to be replaced back. He said, old meter to be replaced, old meter to get back. Not possible. It is you have enjoyed, I want to tell that person, you have enjoyed for last 30 to 40 years. On government, on everybody's taxpayers' money. And that replacing again and going back to the electromechanical meter is not possible. Mr. Shinde, meter replacement 100 rupees to 500. 400 rupees he was enjoying every month. Who is responsible? He has asked for increase. For increase, he is responsible because he is consuming, and I am responsible because I have replaced the meter. Mr. Sanjay said direct connection, illegal connection, under health condition. There are certain laws under health. If a health officer of a doctor, a panchayat gives us that on health condition you have to give the connection, I am supposed and I am bound to give connection. Sometimes I do not want to give because many irregularities happen on the name of health condition. But there are no powers to say no to me. I cannot say no. The moment I get a health certificate, I have to release the connection. Once again I am telling, I have to release the connection on health ground. That is not the irregularities department is doing. Old meters 1961 and 62 were running very best, he is saying. I do not know. You only have to say 1961, the old technology, after that a lot of, meter static, then electronic, then the smart, the evolution has come. So, but he is saying the evolution has started. That was the best meter. That is his opinion. Checking of conductors, power filling. Yes, I do agree. A lot of our lines are checking and we are improving on it. Mr. Lutlikar said Saligaon substation, when it was given, when were the work orders placed, projects are getting delayed. Last 2 years, you get me one instance where any project is delayed. I personally is monitoring every project. That is why the capital expenditure and capitalization has increased 10 times more, I would say. From 50 crores, it has become 1,200 crores. And when the order was given just 4 or 5 months back, and I will see the project come within 2 years. If people support. As on today, people have supported. This was the Anthony, electricity poles getting damaged. Same problem, Roland Martins also I have already addressed. One pole in 3 days. Let me see the frequency. Common way we disconnect the consumer who do not pay. Yes. Something he mentioned, I don't know what I have written. We disconnect the moment somebody is not paying. If such cases, if they are enjoying, you can bring it to my notice. Mr. Dilip Sarkari's suggestion of very good collection, cable TVs. Yes, we are doing it, sir, and we will improve on it. Hoardings we are charging, but if such any case is there, we will definitely try to improve on it. 100 crores expenditure on cables, debate on power failures, accountability on power failure. Yes, there should be accountability when we are doing such a huge investment. There should be accountability when power also fails. I will also improve on it. I think Paresh from Deccan, he has given a good feedback. He said improvement in power supply, underground cabling happened, response is improved. Thank you so much. Because your motivation will definitely help us to improve further. Mr. Mahindra also appreciated the department efforts. Thank you, Mr. Mahindra. TCP barren land, you said yes, definitely we'll work on it. Access is the issue. Yes, we Goans always try to object, stop anything that we need to improve, you and me. Constructive opposition is very important, Mr. Mahindra said. Yes, that is what I am trying to say. Constructive opposition is important. Where we really lack, if you try to specify, we will be able to improve faster. But sometimes if you try to take petty issues which are not at all relevant, it becomes difficult. When you try to get maybe few issues, but genuine issues, it helps us also and to believe and to have trust on the people who come with complaints. We had made a nice point. Finally, who is paying? People object. How I run my house, seeing based on all income I get, or salary or whatever, maybe rent or something I get. Based on that, I have to do expenditure. Goa government is also like one house. He has to make expenditure based on the earnings through taxpayers or whatever taxes he is getting. If it is not here done, somewhere else it has to be hit. Goa government cannot, publish the money just like that. So we all have to understand, if we are not doing here, somewhere else. I am saying let's do it here because this infrastructure is very, very important for the economy and growth of each individual. Health and quality of life is dependent on power sector. I get so many calls, if the power doesn't go in the next 10 minutes, he says, I will die. Yes, during summer season, you just put off everything and see, it becomes suffocation. And one of the well-known scientists, well-known person, I don't want to take, he always tells me it's better to cut few trees and have a line than having trees and dying like that. I'm just saying what he said. Again, I never said, again I want to repeat, coal is required in Goa. Coal is bad. I'm saying, thank Chhattisgarh, thank Madhya Pradesh, thank Maharashtra, thank Gujarat and thank Telangana. They are getting polluted and we are having better life. To thank them, I mentioned that statement. Mr. Durgadas Kamath, coal, lung disease not justifying. Definitely, where I said, who should get lung diseases? Nobody should get. He said 84 crores is the gap, 2,000 crores due to depending. Extensive drive, areas has to be reduced. Yes, monthly billing is said. Maybe few cases, we have improved on this also. Right now our cycle is between 30 to 35, not 60, but maybe few cases are 60. That doesn't mean that you will be put on the higher slabs. No, we divide it to equal 30 days and then we calculate the slabs. You will not get higher charges because the bills are of 60 days. And the last, I'll explain. That's why I said, that doesn't mean that all the cases, I said, we have improved. We will explain. Last is GCCI, who was the first, I had gone from the back side. TOD, tarified above inflation, that is KVH. KVH is very important. See, we used to get incentive in old days. Now the load is increasing. The infrastructure cannot come just like that. We have to utilize the line capacity to the maximum extent, for which KVH building is a must. See, your equipments, induction motors, your equipment, your appliances require certain reactive power. That is a requirement of the equipments, for which department should not be penalized. It was incentivized that time because that time we had sufficient line capacity, we could afford. Today, it is not that easy to get right of way, and therefore KVH was required to use the capacity to the fullest. Meters not tested regularly. Whenever complaints are there, whenever we feel the meter is running low or fast, we test the meter through our department test labs. Education, awareness for consumers for smart meters, yes, I do agree. Sectionalized for improving the power sectors, yes, Most of the cases now we are going for underground where we don't require sectionalizers. For overhead lines, we have already done some pilot projects and we are on the verge of putting those sectionalizers for different lines. District committees, yes, for RDSS scheme I have not mentioned, around 243 crores we got on loss reduction projects. In modernization also we are going to put 1000 crores. We have to see how much we are getting. Lot of investment is there to improve on the operational efficiencies and financial sustainability of the state and to improve on the losses. District committees for overall also we will look at and we will also make those provisions and get those committees formed. Gujarat is more competitive. We say yes, Gujarat is more competitive. Gujarat, rooftop is highest. Everybody has put rooftop. Local generation is happening. That's why voltage is improving. So if we have to make competitive, we all have to work and we all have to put rooftop. Then we can become like Gujarat. See, we are at a tail end. Last, I want to say, I have completed almost 80%. Yes. Thank you so much for patiently hearing. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. Those who have just verbally offered their comments are requested to provide them in writing to us. Now, with the permission of the Honorable Chair, we would like to conclude the public hearing in the matter of petition number 115 of the Thank you everyone.